This girl, Kalia, got pregnant and tried to say I was the baby daddy. But I know I'm not the father of this baby. I don't look like this baby at all. Plus, the timeline of when we hooked up doesn't even match up. And I know I'm not gonna let no girl pin a baby on me. I ain't paying child support for the rest of my life.
And this baby don't even look like my brother.
I gotta ask you, how does it make you feel watching that?
They lame.
They lame?
It don't make me feel no type of way because I know what it is, they know what it is, it is what it is, and it is what it is. So.
She said what she said. All right, so what was your relationship with Deshaun?
It was nothing serious. He knew what it was, I knew what it was. We're young, he's young. We was having fun. And when it wasn't for us, we knew it wasn't for us. It wasn't nothing. 7 weeks later, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Surprise, I'm pregnant, bitch, but guess what? That don't mean that you ain't got to take care of responsibilities. You get what I'm saying? It's time.
So did he show up for you when you were pregnant?
Not really. He was like, oh, okay, we're going to handle it. We're going to do it together. And then he was there for a little bit, you know what I mean? And then time went by, disappeared.
Was he in the hospital when Kyra was born?
He was in the waiting room.
He was in the waiting room.
Yeah.
Okay. But he didn't want to come into the delivery room because fathers are able to do that.
There's a lot of daddies in the world, but there's only a couple fathers that you feel me? So I wasn't really worried about it. I had my mom and my auntie, so I was straight.
Got it. That's your beautiful baby right there?
Yes, he is.
That is a beautiful
Beautiful
baby.
king.
Did Deshaun sign the birth certificate?
No.
He did not. Okay, and what was his reasoning for that?
He wasn't in the room. He was in the waiting room.
But he could have still came out there and signed it.
I shouldn't have to hold your hand, bro. You a grown man. You want to sign the birth certificate? You gonna be in there. You gonna be in there. Where's it at? Where's the pen?
Got it. How difficult has it been taking on all of this as a teen mother?
Terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
You got this you got to worry about. You got that you got to worry about. And then, like I said, I have a wonderful support system. But my mama, my aunt, mainly my mama. That's my rock.
Give it up to them. Give it up to
my
your
mama. Like you said, my mama's my rock. I ain't gonna lie.
So I know we're here because we want to see and confirm the paternity.
Yes, I want to hear you are the pappy. I want you to say that to me.
Okay.
You are the pappy. I don't want to hear nothing else.
You are the pappy.
You are the pappy. Yeah.
So, but is there a possibility that your child could be someone else's?
No, and I'm gonna tell you how I know. And this is real good logic right here, okay? You know how when a male get a female pregnant, oh, she a hoe. Oh, she just slept with this person, she with this person, she talked this person. Baby, let me tell you something. As much as we hoes, y'all hoes too. But I'm gonna tell you though, what you can't deny facts. Baby, I'm brown. My mama brown. My brother black. He real black, okay? We all brown and black, baby. I like brown and black. I made an exception for you, ho. My son is light. He ain't my color. He ain't my mama color. He most definitely ain't my brother color. Cause he's black.
So why is Deshaun's family making this doubt about the paternity then? Because it's not just him. There's the family that's doing this, right?
I don't give a damn about none of them. You are the pappy. Where it's at? They gonna feel it. I tell them, like I told him and his family, I can't control y'all emotions. I can't control the way y'all move. I can't control nothing that y'all do. But that's y'all that's gonna be missing out at the end of the day. He's a wonderful baby. He's a happy baby. Y'all do what y'all do. Y'all move how y'all move.
The families are feud now, right?
Yep.
Both of y'all families for how long? Since day one? Okay. How's that affecting you?
They don't like me, and that's okay because I don't like them. It takes for me or somebody else in my family to reach out, for them to want to jump and do something. Like I said, there's a lot of daddies in the world, but there's only a few fathers. I'm not ready to tell you what to do. I'm not ready to tell you how to move.
How many times has he met the baby?
A couple of times.
When you say couple, 5, 6?
Maybe.
10?
Maybe. Not even that close. I don't know.
He hasn't had 10 times meet the baby.
No.
And how old is your child?
5 months.
5 months. Got it. Okay. Well, listen, everyone, before we meet Deshaun, please welcome Kalia's mom, Kiana, to the show.
Yeah.
She's joining us from home because she's babysitting for you right now, right?
Yes.
How did you feel finding out that your 17-year-old daughter was pregnant? I can only imagine what was going through your mind.
I was, let's say, shocked.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't mad because, things happen.
Yeah. What do you want to say to Deshaun today?
He needs to step up. I'm not going to keep on taking his place of his father.
Do you think that Kyra looks like Deshaun?
Yes. Look at him. I mean.
Hold on. I heard a couple people here. I heard a couple people say it. What y'all said? Oh, don't play with him. You are the pappy. I want to hear it right now.
Look at him and look at us.
Yeah, well, listen, everyone. I want to hear what Deshaun has to say about all of this. So I think it's time to meet him. Everyone, please bring out Deshaun.
And you got with multiple more people than just me, so.
Okay, I'm sexy.
Hey.
Now what?
That puts us right where we are right now.
So because you're saying that she had multiple men that she was dating at the time, that's why it's giving you doubt?
And just more weird things, like she said that I didn't want to sign the birth certificate, she didn't let me, and she didn't let me be
Didn't even let him in the room.
Okay, is that true?
Like I said,
I had to call him and tell him to man up for himself to get in that room.
I don't know you. I don't know
Doesn't
you.
I don't know
matter.
you, it
That's
don't
my
matter.
brother.
I know the truth. That's all that
You
matters.
talking about
This
family,
is
about all your
Daylon.
family.
Like I
Daylon,
said,
you're
like
Deshaun's
I
brother,
said.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Stand up for me. So what are you saying? Because you can bring perspective to this because you were here.
Yeah, see, my perspective of this is they gonna say that he didn't want to be there or he didn't want to man up and be there, but they didn't even let him in the room. And I had to call him and ask him why he's not in the room. That's your right as the potential father of this baby that probably ain't even yours. No, actually, it's not yours. You are full of everything. Everything you just said, and your mama, that's all full of And you want to know something crazy? Had doubts before anybody.
You do not want to be the father.
No, sir.
Got it. And why do you not want to be the father? Is it just because of the doubt or is there other reasons?
Well, I wasn't ready for kids to begin with when this started.
Yeah.
But when it presented itself, I put myself in a position to be able to overcome that. But after seeing him, after he comes out, like, yes, he has my color. Yes, you could say he has hair that is similar to mine. But other than that, like in my facial features, it's not there.
As of right now, paternity is not confirmed or denied, and so you don't get, right now, you get to make this choice of like, I'm not gonna be around. She said you've only seen your child, potential child, 10 times.
Well, she likes to inflate and exaggerate, so it's definitely
So have you seen the child more than 10 times?
I was there there's months that I was there. There was a month that I was not there. And then I came back. I was there when he was born. I was there the first 2 months after he was born. And then once the doubts and everything got too far,
that's when you
came
stepped
out.
away.
Yeah.
Now, it's one thing if after month 2, when you had the doubts, you would have been here on the Karamo show immediately, but now you went 3 months without potentially being there for your child. Do you see how that could be wrong?
Yes, I see. When I came back and spoke to her, I was fully aware. I took accountability, but the only thing is she's just going to keep bringing it back up. And even after I came back, I told her that I can't just make it right just like that.
Okay.
I can't take back that time.
Okay.
But I'm willing to invest everything forward.
Got it. I respect that. Okay. Kiana, what do you want to say to Deshaun?
Mama, I just want to say, don't get on TV and lie. Please don't, because you know you have had ample amounts in time. You are welcome in our house anytime you want. You are welcome over. You have been welcome since day one. You had doubts when your family put the doubts in. For this brother who is back here doing all this hoop and ha that ain't never been around.
Let's talk about it.
He's a nobody. Where was he at?
I can tell you myself.
Where was he at when your baby
Stand up, tell us.
14 seconds,
I can tell you
and
myself.
My was,
where was you at?
I was the same place my brother was. Working my ass off to make a living, support people. I got a family I support too.
Whatever you have to say, we don't care what you have to say.
That's fine. You don't have to care if people gon' hear.
You are a nobody.
You don't have to care if people gon' hear. Because it's the truth. I don't speak no lies. I speak the truth.
Y'all not talking about nothing.
Exactly.
I don't know if you do or you don't. I don't know
what you got to say inside.
Kalia, I know your aunt Rosie is also here in the audience. Rosie, if you can. Rosie, I want to know what you.
Don't do us.
You need to be quiet because you have nothing to do with nothing. So you could give them.
I'm the potential uncle of this baby.
I'm speaking. That's when you rude.
I'm the potential
you
uncle
are
of this
rude.
baby.
I'm speaking. You rude. He needs to man up and be a father, because he is the pappy. You know, all this is the most he done talked the whole entire time. If he wanted to go in that hospital room, he should have manned up and said something. I was there. He sat there the whole time and did not say nothing.
Hello.
So when you talking, you just, it's his side, and he's just telling you that side. You don't know the whole dynamics.
Y'all some cornballs. Like, y'all really making my wig itch at this point. Like, it's not even funny. Like, so serious.
And you a liar,
like,
so we
let's
can go
be
all
real.
day.
I think it is now time to confirm paternity.
Please.
If you or if you are not
Please.
this child's father. This is a moment. I see the heartache. I see the pain. I see the confusion. I see all of that. And at the end of the day, what we do know here is that only one person is truly going to be hurt by this. So this is the time for the DNA outcome. Are you both ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is not for me to open. This is for you to open.
I
Because
mean,
this is
he's
for
the
you.
pappy.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is yours.
I mean, okay, let's all get a moment of silence. You're a cornball. You're a cornball. I want y'all to feel this.
Open the paper.
But listen.
Man, just
A
open
moment
the
of silence.
results.
A moment of silence.
He's the pappy.
A moment of silence.
What does it say? Read aloud.
It's the D.
What does it say? I think you need to grab it. She's not reading it.
No. What does it say?
Oh, damn. I'm in trouble.
So what does it say?
Are y'all playing?
No, what does it say?
Is this a joke? That's a joke? Is
Deshaun,
that's for real?
Kyer is not your son.
I told you. 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 I told you.
Out the window.
Ain't no
Now we
y'all
lying.
Y'all lying.
Now we lying.
Yes, y'all
That's
lying.
what
It's a
I said,
text,
bro.
It's a text.
No,
How
y'all
we lying on a text?
No, y'all lying.
I done told you.
No.
Hold on.
Is that
It's
for real?
not the DNA tests are honest.
That's for real?
Yeah, we went. I'm sorry.
That's
So,
not, no, that ain't that. This ain't that. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Thank you, too,
That's
for being
wrong.
here. What do you want to say?
No, I don't
What do
wanna
y'all
say
I want to say I need an
I don't wanna
apology
say
for
nothing.
being
You ain't getting
destroyed
from me.
publicly. Everybody, her
nigga.
mother,
Good
her,
luck finding out
her,
who the is,
all
though.
all of I'm glad that you. Thank you.
Good luck.
I can go take a seat. Let me
For
talk
all
to you.
y'all, for
take a
allowing me
seat, take a seat,
and
take a seat.
chanting all that out the
Good
window.
Good luck.
Take a seat.
Good
Take a
luck.
seat. Both y'all can sit
Good
down.
luck.
Both y'all can sit down. I'm gonna come talk to y'all. I'm gonna come talk to y'all. Come talk.
What you talking about?
No, it's okay.
the-
It's okay.
talking about?
Because I understand the anger you're
What you
feeling.
talking about?
Let's go backstage.
Hold on, though. We're going to go backstage, but what you talking about? You saying anything?
Down out here.
Got it.
What you saying?
Come here.
Oh, you ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. But get this camera out my face,
Hold
bro.
on,
Back
no,
up
no,
so
it's
you get
okay.
it too, bro.
Come, let me
Back
talk
up.
to you real quick.
Nah, I don't want to talk to nobody. Back up. Back up.
I need to make sure you feel supported, though.
She got support.
I know you got support. I know you got support. I know you're upset, and I know you feel embarrassed. But this is nothing for you to feel embarrassed about.
I don't feel embarrassed about nothing.
So then why are you upset right now?
Because, like, my baby is light. My baby is light.
So then, is there other
No.
people that we can help you to figure out who the father is? Because at the end of the day,
Not
I'm never
nobody
going-
light skinned.
So how can we support you?
I don't know. Put me on a plane and take me back to Louisville,
Don't
Kentucky.
take that off yet. Don't take that off yet. Don't take that off.
All right, well, y'all can go. Y'all straight. It's just y'all good.
I will say this. There's I know you got your mom and you got your aunt. There's more support you need. If there's anything you need to figure out what's going on to get help with this, we're here for you. This is not something where we want to ever make you feel bad, okay? You hear me? Mm-hmm. May I have a hug?
Yes.
Good luck. I wish you all the best, okay? I really do. I really do. I wish you the best. I wish you the best, too.
Thank you.
I wish you the best, all right?
Thank you. Y'all got what y'all needed. Y'all can go, bro. If I flash out, then what? Back up. Back up.
I do believe an apology needs to come later to you all. I do believe that what you displayed to me at first is a sense of maturity, and I think the thing that we don't want to do is, yes, you've been vindicated, but I don't think there should be celebration, because at the end of the day, there's a black child that does not have a father, and there's a woman that does not know how to support her child alone.
Mr. Karamo.
And that's not on you, but I don't think any of us should ever be
Not
celebrating.
fully understand. I know what I don't know because I'm not a woman.
I
But
guess.
I could imagine what she's thinking right now.
Yeah, she's
She's been
embarrassed.
going this whole time thinking that she knew who it was, and it's not.
I appreciate the maturity, and I'm happy you now have the answers you need. So best of luck
Thank
to
you.
all
I'm
of
happy
y'all.
I'm Young Cat and I'm the hottest rapper in my city. Being a rapper, first of all, it's dangerous. Money problems, and the females, you know, they go crazy. They see the rap, they see the video, they see the money, the jewelry. Every time I step in the club, they going crazy. I step in the mall, they going crazy. I gotta have my security with me. I gotta have some homies with me because they wanna take pictures, they wanna test me. This woman named Kaiser started DMing me and my family members, my sister, my brother, even my girl, talking about I'm her baby daddy. After 14 years, what? 14 years? I don't know who that woman is. Ain't no way that that's my baby. At this point, she's just a stalker. I don't know her, that's not my baby. And Karamo, we need to get to the bottom of this now.
I don't know who she is. She's crazy, and she came out of nowhere sending me DMs. She wants what we have, and I'm not having it. No, I don't think it's his baby. She just a crazy fan, just like the rest of them.
Hey, you know what?
How does it make you feel here now?
Trash. They said this man has 15 kids, and you got the audacity to question mine?
He has 15 children.
15, all through the city, baby. So you want to question mines? They want to sit there and badmouth me on a one-night stand? Baby girl, I had him before you. I was before your time. So you shouldn't be here. Who is that? Who is that?
Yeah. So you've been communicating with young Cat via social media. What do y'all talk about?
Oh, man, dude is so disrespectful. Now, see, I wanted to keep it quiet, you know, because I knew of his status. I respect that. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it comes to a limit of respect for myself because at the end of the day, it was me and you that laid down. Not hurt me, you and her.
Yeah, got it. We actually have the messages. You said he's disrespectful. I want to see the messages.
Very.
All right, so at this point, I don't care whose son that is, not mine, but keep listening to my music, ho. Not listening to my music. You still trash.
You know what I'm saying? So all that lip service, them same lips is gonna be the ones that's gonna give me an apology. Because right after this, since you're the hottest in the city, I'm looking for the hottest attorney in the city. Stop playing with me, boy. Run that coin. I'm not going through this no more.
So does your son know that young Cat may be his father?
Oh, yes, indeed. And what's so funny about this situation, which really threw me for a loop, is because Tyrone, which is who I know him as, I don't know no young Cat. Tyrone was actually meeting with Marze.
So your son was already interacting with him?
Already having conversations with this dude.
Wow. How did they connect?
Because he was meeting them at the store by my mama's house.
Wow. So Tyrone, or young Cat,
Yes.
was already going and meeting your son. And then when you finally contacted him, he's like, no, this is like...
He wanted to clap at me.
Well, listen, everyone, I am ready to meet Tashay and hear more of what she has to say about this mystery. Everyone welcome Tashay to the show. We just heard that he was interacting with her son at a store. Did you know that information before?
He's a rapper. He meets a lot of kids.
Trash.
He meets
you
a
don't
lot
make
of
no
kids.
sense.
When we go to the mall, kids walk up to him, ask for pictures and everything. That's a all-day thing.
So
anywhere.
when she was texting you, did you tell her to stop texting you?
She was never texting me. The number I had was Tyrone's. It was a 913 number. He quit writing me on his Facebook, and then he started texting me from his direct number.
Got it.
But I ain't never had no conversation with this girl right here.
Did you tell her to stop texting you?
Yes, I did tell her to stop texting me.
What is your
Because she's
number?
crazy.
Who are you?
Who are
Where did you come from?
And so this is from who?
Who is this?
Shut
The
up.
lies.
What are you doing?
Shame on you.
That's
Your
from
hair
her.
gonna fall out because you a damn
That's from
liar. Shame on you. Shame
My
on
hair
you.
fall out? This is my hair.
Shame on you.
Text me. So you think this is her?
Yes.
Bull crap. That ain't not. Come
She
on now.
she
Young
reached
Cat
out
is
to
my baby
everybody.
daddy with the emoji. Bitch,
She
please.
reached out to everybody in his family.
Yeah, his sister. I sure did, but I ain't
that's
never
the
reached
only
out
one?
to you.
That's the only one?
Yes,
So
his
then
sister.
who did he get this text from? Because she's saying it's not her.
Look, she stuttered because she lied. Tell the truth,
That's
shame the
her.
devil. You're a liar.
So why do
Who
you feel
else
like
is reaching out to me
You're a
pretending to be a
liar.
baby mama?
You're a liar.
So why do you feel like she's a crazy fan? And I'm sincere. Why do you feel that way? Because those are the language you keep telling
No,
my
I'm the
producer.
right one.
Why do you think that?
She's jealous.
Why do you think she's jealous
what?
of your
Who
relationship?
are you?
She wants
How
my
many
man,
jealous
I
somebody
guess.
I never met?
She
Girl,
wants my
get up
man.
outta here.
It doesn't make
You a
sense.
devil,
If you're,
you're a liar.
if you're married,
you're a liar.
just-
You're a liar.
if you're happily
Tell the
married,
truth, shame the devil. You're a liar.
it doesn't make sense.
You're a liar.
So you and young Cat share a son together.
Yes.
So you have your family. She
And so
says,
did everybody else in Kansas City. You ain't the only one.
She did say that. So why would you assume for a man that has 15 kids that is so far-fetched for her to say, this could be his child? That's what I don't get. That's what I don't get.
He said he's never met her before.
He said he never met her before.
If that's what he's saying, that's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him.
Okay.
You sound stupid.
Period.
You sound so
Period.
stupid. She done. Can we bring
Girl,
him out
first
here?
off,
We done with that. We done
Don't
with
Well, no,
that.
because
She
I
got beat
don't
off.
want you to argue with her because at the end of the day,
she
y'all
shouldn't
are
even be here.
y'all are
You
not,
shouldn't
y'all
be
are
here.
not, y'all
Oh,
are not.
I'm here
contacted
because
us.
I was the first.
You
I was the
contacted
first, and that's
us.
why I'm here again.
You contacted us.
Well, I think
the
it's
first
time-
time, baby
Us
mama.
nothing.
Well, it's time to everyone to meet
They don't us
the
nothing.
rapper Young Cat so we can get to the bottom of this 14-year-old DNA mystery once and for all. Everyone, please welcome Young Cat to the show.
You finna set all these down. You sitting all these down. First of all, you slide over. I ain't sitting by her. Slide over.
Run it.
Slide over. You run it, because who are
Run
you?
it.
Where you
Run
come
it.
from?
Run it.
How we have
Run
a
it.
one-night
Run
stand?
it. Run it.
How you my first and I got a 16-year-old? I don't even know you.
You got a 16-year-old.
You stalking me? You on my Instagram, my Facebook, my what man?
You damn
for what?
trippy. I'm on
For
everything
what?
because I'm here
For
now.
what?
I'm on here now.
You here? This the only way you gonna get.
It
This
was
is
so
close as
hard
you gonna
to
get.
find you because you wanted
This
to
is
hide
close as
behind
you
fake
gonna get.
pages. But now you here.
This is close
now
as you
we
gonna
here.
get.
Why are you
Now
so-
we
This is
here.
close you gonna
Young
get.
Cat,
Now
why are
we
you
here.
so
You ain't
upset
gonna
with
see me
her?
no more.
Now we here.
You gonna see me on
That's
TV.
all right.
That's
Because
what
we're
you
gonna get the hottest
You gonna see me
attorney
on
to run that
TV.
check. I
Why are
ain't worried
you
about
so
nothing you
upset with
talking
her?
about.
Because she been stalking
You
me
said it
for.
wasn't
She
about
been
money.
stalking me.
Now you want
That's
it.
all.
You want me to push that. You
No,
can push that
you
now.
wanna
I'm
check the
pushing
who?
it. I want all your
I mean, you
money.
need some
straight
help. I'll
up.
help you.
I'm gonna get it
You
all.
look like you need some help.
I'm gonna get it all.
You so
I ain't
ratchet.
worried about
You ain't
it.
even my my type. This is my type. You not my type. Where you come from?
I'm here. Pickable.
You here for what? The audience?
So I got a question for you.
Audience?
Yo, I got a question for you. Do you remember the interaction that you two had
Man,
in
no
2007?
it's not no interaction.
So you don't remember ever
She's
having
been
interaction
stalking me
with
for
her?
years just on social media as a fan. So when I didn't respond to her, now all of a sudden I'm your baby daddy. From where? Where we do it at? How we do it? How we do it?
A fan.
Where we do it at?
A fan.
I got 15 kids. I'll take care of all my kids.
You sound
Why would I
stupid.
not claim one kid?
Sit down.
Why would I claim not one kid? I'm gonna make a couple more, but not with you.
So when did you first hear about this DNA? You
Trash.
said you're gonna make some more?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a couple more.
Okay.
I need 20.
Listen, that's
I'm
all.
gonna take care of all of them.
Listen, I'm not going. We're gonna talk about that later. That just threw me off. All right. So when did you first hear about this DNA mystery?
This is like a couple months ago. But she been hitting me up for years.
So the first time
I don't even respond to the messages. I don't know what a fake message. I don't know. I don't even write.
Yeah,
like
just
that.
heard him. He don't know where that came from.
I don't know where that came from.
You devils.
You
You
been hitting me up.
devils.
Look, listen.
Devils. You just said you didn't know where it came from. You liar.
Bro, you
You
so
a
ratchet.
liar.
Why you so
Tell the
ratchet?
truth, shame the
Why you so
devil,
ratchet?
cuz.
You
Tell the truth, shame the
ratchet.
devil.
You
You
need to
are
shut
the
up.
devil.
So she
Put
said-
your
she
hairline,
said-
because
you
you
need to
lie so
shut up.
damn
She
much.
She said that she
A
reached out
liar.
to you in the beginning, and you said that she did reach out to you in the past.
Nah,
but
man,
did you ignore her?
I got 3, 4 people running my Instagrams and all my pages.
Okay.
So she's gonna stay at the top because every day she wake up, she think about me. So she the first one there. Go ahead, check it out. Don't want to check it out. Don't want to look. It's just this.
So she
Now,
said you made contact with her son. Is that true?
I probably did. I don't know. I hear a kid. I run into kids all the time. But contact said, "Hey, I'm your daddy." Who is his daddy?
First of all,
Who is daddy?
I never
Why would
said
you
that
put
you
your
told
son-
Marzay
why would
that
you
you
put
was
your
his
son and
father.
your kid in that
What you did
situation?
was you was asking him questions about where he lived at. Way before I even got a phone call from your people talking about they
Why
was
would I ask
Marzay.
a little kid where he live at?
Because you wanted to know. You
All right,
wanted
so-
to know because you knew he was
Where?
here.
From-
You knew he was always in the city.
Where he
You
meet me
was just
at?
on the outside
I don't
looking
even
in.
know
You
what
were
he look
jealous.
like.
You were jealous.
We here to see
I'm
who your
outside
baby
today.
daddy is.
I'm outside
I took
today.
my DNA test.
So you're active with all 15 of your children,
Yes,
as you
sir.
said. Yes.
Of
So
course.
then, why do you feel like there's a possibility that this couldn't be yours?
Man, what? That's not even my type. She's
How
not
old-
even my type of female. I remember all my one-night stands. They most definitely weren't her. Like where?
How old is
When?
your oldest
Why?
child? How old is your oldest
16.
child? 16.
And then it just go down from there.
Okay. So you're saying
So
you've never
why you
had
the
sex
only
with her?
female in the world coming out talking about you my baby mama? Where?
So you're saying you've never had sex with her at all?
No, I ain't had sex with her. I don't know her.
Okay. Okay.
Where is this in your mind? You want to have sex with me or something? Like, where's it coming from?
You know what?
Where's
I'm
it
done.
coming? Man,
I'm
then
done.
look, you're
I'm
so
done. I didn't
believable.
call them up in
When
so
I'm
many,
back there
so
to
much.
sta- when
I
I'm
don't
back
have
there
nothing else to
watching,
say.
you are
Just
so
run me that
believable.
paperwork.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do nothing. So if I had a one-night stand with you, that's just not possible for me not to remember.
All right. So are you ready to get these results?
Most
then?
definitely.
Most
All right.
definitely. So she
Well, I
get
think
out
it's
my
time to
life.
reveal the outcome of this DNA mystery from 2007.
Bye. You said you put that on what? What'd you put that on? Hold on, before you do number. So after these results or whatever, if I'm not the father, are you gonna leave me alone? Or are you gonna stop stalking me? Look, can we get the Cash App messages or something? Like, you keep sending money on my Cash App. Like, meet me here. Let's go on a date. Let's do this.
Go on a date.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Sir, how
What is
dare
wrong
you
with
sit
you?
here on national
Look,
TV and tell these
look,
people all them
look,
lies?
that's right there.
All
How you
them
find my Cash
lies.
App?
All them
Man,
lies.
come on.
Yeah, hell yeah, I
I'm
sent
lying.
you that to support
I'm
your
lying.
business. To
I'm
support
lying.
your business, because that's what
Why
I do.
you
I
wanna
look out for
support me
artists.
if I take care of
I
your
look out
son?
for artists.
Take care of your son.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Next, what the
I got
next
another
message
job
at?
that I do
So
on the
you
side.
sent him money?
I sent him $25 because he was crying for it.
Man, I need $2,500. I was crying.
You was crying for it.
I don't
so
know
you
you
got
were
it.
talking
You
to
got
you.
it. That's
must-
how
Hold on,
much
but now I'm
you with your
confused.
chick.
Now I'm confused. Why would you send him money? If you-
I sent him money to support his business.
What
He
business?
has this thing that he does on Instagram,
fan,
and he's like,
fan.
everybody condone send Cash App to his business. So that's what I did, just to
wouldn't-
let him
I
know.
wouldn't
Because let
even
me
do
tell you,
that.
I was being a needle in his ass because I want him to remember
Oh,
me
man,
until I got
bro.
these results. So
Can
I'm
we
gonna
go
do
to
what
the
I gotta
next
do to
message?
make sure you remember who I am. Period.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I sent you money. I sure did.
All right, well,
$25,
listen,
and you
it's
better
time.
appreciate
Well,
it.
listen,
Because I'm
it's
getting it
time.
back times
It's
10.
time for the answers now. You ready?
Cash App it back
Are you ready to
in
get
like
this
a minute.
answer?
I'm gonna buy you a new
If
wig.
you could please
Thank
read the
you.
answers. Yeah. Tell
Yep,
us
you
right
gonna
now.
buy that too in my car. Anyway, most definitely, I appreciate you for this. I didn't waited on these results. To me, sleepless nights I didn't have, be honest. You know what I'm saying? Now I got my clarity, my peace of mind for KC's of town. You can miss me on anything else. Are we ready?
Okay, let's get to it.
Are we ready?
Come on.
What does it say?
Wow, it says Young Cat is not your son's father.
Okay, done.
No, I want a blood
We been
test.
through that.
I'm
What
not
else
going
you
with this,
wanna
but
do?
let me tell you
What
why.
else you wanna
When I
do?
went in to take the DNA test, the lady that did the test is his family member. I'm not going
What
for
is
that.
it?
I want a blood test. I want a blood test.
There was a family member?
Yes, the DNA test. The DNA test where they sent me to an independent to take the test.
Crazy.
He pulled up in front of me and my son
crazy
walking
now?
into the
we
door.
send the results out.
Yeah, but when we swipe
she
in,
just
I want a
obsessed
blood test. I'm not going for that. Nope, let's do a blood test.
Okay,
I'm not going for that.
okay, so listen, I gotta
I'm
read
not
this
going for that. You're not
So,
about to
yes,
anything.
Young
You're about to
Cat,
embarrass
it
me, and
says-
I know who the
Young
hell
Cat,
my
it does
son
say that
father
you are
is.
not the father. And so the thing for me is, you've asked for the test, we've given you the test. I do find it a little odd because I didn't know this information about you sending money. It does make me question now what are the motives. I can't, because you're saying now you want another test. This test has been proven.
I mean, that's saliva, but I'm saying let's do DNA with blood.
This is the DNA test that is provided.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
owe me an apology. You owe
I
my
don't
girl
owe you nothing
apology, my
because
whole
you lied.
family.
You lied. But that's okay.
Well, you
We're gonna
made me
go
look
by
so
this.
bad
Well,
on
how
the
do you
internet.
feel like?
Come on,
How do you
man.
feel like
Make-
he's lied? Well, how do you feel like he's lied?
But see, that's the thing y'all don't know. See, his family's well connected within the city, so that's why I'm not going for that. I'm not agreeing with that. But I see what you have. I see what you have. I know.
This man has not tampered with anything. There's no one in his family that's tampered with anything. We get these results. We send them out.
Just tell him
This
you wanted
is
to
not.
meet me in person.
That
That's
didn't
it.
have nothing to do
You want
with
a hug?
it.
I give you a
Hell
hug.
to the no.
I
I
give
wouldn't
you a
even
hug.
touch
We
you,
can take a
bro. I
picture.
wouldn't even touch you. No, thank you.
So why is it that you're unable to accept these results?
No,
outside of. So you're telling me that after this, you're
Listen,
still going to be contacting him?
I'm still going to reach out for another one, most definitely. And
She's
this
basically
time,
telling you she's not going to leave me alone.
I'm not, because I know for a fact you my son's daddy, so I'm not going for that. This right here is not the father. No, I know for a fact he is.
But he's not.
Because that's the only one that
But
I was
he's
with.
not.
But that's okay. That's all
But
right.
he's not.
All right.
That's the thing I need you to hear. He's not.
Okay.
I understand that you've been telling yourself this narrative and you were hoping this is the truth, but this is not. He's not your child's father. I understand that there's embarrassment that comes with it. There's things that you've built up, but you have to start to process that.
Oh, yeah, I'm not embarrassed by anything I do. That's one thing I want to clear. I am not embarrassed.
Yes.
But I'm glad that we got this. However, I know what it is. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. No, I'm not.
Well, I appreciate you being here. Thank
Yes,
you so
sir.
much. I'm going to stay and
And
talk
thank
to
you
them
as
for a
well,
second.
Karamo.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, I appreciate you being here. You can step out.
All right,
You're all,
thank
I'll stay and
you.
talk to you
Thank
for a
you
minute. Yes,
kindly.
thank you.
I was sitting right here.
Please.
Came to set it up.
Listen, because I don't want to exacerbate the situation anymore, but let me tell you something right now. I'm on TV and I understand what happens when someone finds an attraction or feels a connection with you, because that's wild to me. I just watched her create a narrative that literally is not true. I watched her just create a whole thing.
I'm really lost because I'm like, I never met her in person. I don't know her. So that's my first day seeing her. Like, I don't even know.
And also, when I heard you say you don't drink or smoke, that gave me even more pause to
Never
say
in
you were
life.
clear in this situation.
Yeah, never in life.
Seriously.
And that's another reason I even came here too. I'm like, okay, I'll come. I know. Because I know what I did and what I didn't do. I'm not, you go back that long. Like, but for her, it's like she's really in her head, like that we did this. And that's, and now what you gonna tell the kid? Like, what the kid going through? How is he? And he's old enough to reach out and say, hey, I don't know what's going on, or are you or my mama tripping, or I don't know. I never talked to him. I never interacted with him. So, like, I wish I could talk to him just to see what's going on with.
Yeah, you stay away from that. That would be my suggestion to you. Like, seriously, my suggestion to you is, like, I really want, because people, we have to track patterns, and that's one thing I'm good at, is tracking patterns. And I already saw how explosive she was getting with you. And so I apologize to you as well, because I thought, like, literally, like, well, why wouldn't you give her the benefit of the doubt? Well, clearly you have more information than I did. So, girl, I'm sorry to you. You understand? Yeah. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other, all right? Yeah. Please tell me, when did he start denying your children?
Karamo, we've been together for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
And about when my son was 3 months, he started having doubts, saying that his hair was a little too straight to be his son.
Okay.
But I called about my son, but I'm just now finding out from your producers he wants to test my 2-year-old.
The older child.
Yeah, he went behind my back and told them they want to test both.
Wow. So how old exactly are both your children?
2 and 11 months.
2 and 11 months. He clearly doesn't believe either is his.
Yeah, like, and I didn't know that because with our 2-year-old, like, she looks just like his mom. So it's like, but I feel like the doubts came about our son because I had a miscarriage. Right before I had.
The 2-year? No worries. Here you go, love.
Yeah, right before I had Gideon, I had a miscarriage. But with that, I I went through my miscarriage alone. He went to the doctor's appointment with me, but they told me it wasn't a viable pregnancy due to the low heart rate. And he went to Miami to go work, and I went through my miscarriage by myself.
I'm so sorry to hear that. So why do you think he's denying her?
He said she was too light-skinned.
Okay, got it. And he believes you named your son after the real father?
The real father, which I named my son after my grandfather who passed away.
Got it. Okay. Is he a good father?
Yeah, but you can see it's kind of sort of like favoritism since my daughter, she's starting to look more like his mom, so he's more like, oh, baby girl this, baby girl that. But when it comes to Gideon, it's, oh, where's Gideon? It's not baby boy. Like, if he's crying or anything like that, he'll wake me up. And he's already up. He'll play the game or on his phone. He'll wake me up. Like, hey, the baby's crying. Not our baby. The baby's crying. Go feed him. Like,
so it's interesting that you said that he has a close relationship with her and that he treats her with love, but yet is trying to test her.
yeah.
Did you confront him yet about getting her tested?
Not yet.
Okay. So what would he say about you as a mother? Would he say you're a good mother?
I feel like he would. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Good. Does he accuse you of cheating?
Yes, he's accused me of cheating multiple times only because he said that after the miscarriage, 2 months later, that's when I had our son. I got pregnant with our son. But I feel like he's the one that's cheating because you go out of town a lot to go work, but you're only supposed to be going like 3-4 days max. Last time you was going for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
But when he came home, I tried to give him a hug, kiss, all that. He said he was too tired.
For a hug or a kiss?
Yeah, he didn't want to touch me. Yeah, so he laid down, he went to sleep, and then the next morning.
2 weeks? You've been gone. He's been gone for 2 weeks, and then his woman wants to give him a hug and a kiss, and he says no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're very active, so
Yeah.
that's something new to me. So.
Yeah. Okay.
And his cash out was locked too. Like it's never locked, but it was locked then. So.
Who reached out to you on social media?
A female reached out to me, and she said that she may have a baby with him.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now it makes more sense of why you think you want his phone unlocked and why you want to confirm if he's cheating or not.
Yeah, because you don't have to be gone that long. And, like, why you have to take a shower before you touch me?
What do you expect from him if the DNA test proves that he is the father?
Well, when it proves that he's the father, I want him to actually acknowledge his son as well and acknowledge both of them being his kids.
Got it.
These are precious times right now. Like, they're babies.
I hear you. All right. So you told my Unlock the Phone investigator that you want to know if Nico is sending women videos or pictures, if Nico is communicating with other women, and if Nico's messages women on social media. Correct?
Correct.
All right. So there's a lot here. We got DNAs. We got Unlocking the Phone. We got a lot of truth to reveal in this show. All right. Well, listen, I think it's time to hear Nico's side of this story. So everyone, please welcome Nico to the show.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
How you doing, sir?
Doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Man, Clea, you know I care about you and all, or whatever. But to my side of the story,
yes.
She know when we met, I work a lot. I travel a lot. I'm a foreman. I do construction, freelance construction.
Okay.
So I can be working from 2 weeks to a month at a time. It all depends on how long the job is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I also got 2 places. I have my own place in Miami, and I also live with her in Jacksonville. So I'm paying rent at 2 places.
Got it.
You feel what I'm saying?
But
On
the
top of
place he
taking care
has,
of
that's
kids.
where I came and I saw female stuff at the house in Miami, though. So.
Is that true? Did she see female
And
stuff?
at the same time, she know that I rent my spot out when I'm not there to help me pay with the bills, and other single men live there.
Yeah, I was never told that.
What am I supposed to do? I can't control who they bring there when I'm not there.
Got it, got it. Why do you question if these children are yours? Let me get to that.
Mainly with my daughter. She is a lighter child. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have lighter complexion
I'm light-skinned and my dad is
my
German,
family,
so.
so to speak.
Got it.
But mainly is that she's kind of starting to look like my mom now.
Okay. Okay, she said that. She said that you start to see a resemblance to your mother.
Yeah.
So even with the resemblance to your mother, now you're still questioning?
Yeah, because my background, where I come from, I've been an athlete all my life. I've always been popular. I've always had, you know, a lot of attention, and not only having a baby pinned on me before.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Got it.
Which is something she know.
Okay.
So I'm
So it's a
blessed to have you. I
comfortability.
don't have to force you. I can have any dude I want to have. I don't have to put my label on you.
That is true. That is true.
And I have a career and degree. Like, please don't get over yourself.
I understand that. That's all fine and well, but at the same time, too, though, it's a respect thing for me.
So before we get to the DNA and truth, we're gonna unlock your phone. So, because you want his phone unlocked. So, it's time to unlock the phone. Nico, we unlocked your phone. Here we go. Okay, Nico, you refuse to unlock your phone. Okay.
So why would you refuse to unlock your phone?
Because like I just said, okay, when I talk to everybody about coming here to get everything or whatever, I originally was talking to them on my other phone. That phone got broke in the midst of me speaking to you all to come out here. So I had to give them another number to talk to me on because I had to get another phone.
Okay.
So if that's the case, why refuse to unlock it if it's such a brand new phone? Like, you can easily unlock it.
Because I'm using that phone for business. I'm using that phone for business.
They're
I have
not
to
looking
use
for
that phone
anything
for
for
business
business. They're
and
looking for
personal
personal
right
stuff.
now. And like I said, I have client information in my phone. It's confidential. I cannot allow people to look at other people's information.
But
like
it's
I
just
said,
that
you
day
have
you
access
refuse,
to
so
my
that
phone,
means
so
you're
I've never
hiding
had nothing
something.
to
That's why
hide
you're trying to
anyway,
push
so it doesn't
guilt
make
and blame
sense.
on me, though.
And at the same time, too, I feel like this. Vice versa. Even with, if her phone was to try to, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Why didn't you want her phone unlocked?
Because I feel like this. At the end of the day, if the kids are mine, I want the kids to be mine. I don't want that to get misconstrued. You feel me? I want to be the father. You feel me? Any event, everything come through the way I want it to, the kids are mine. I don't want to have to deal with nothing else on the back end. If something is in her phone, I'm going to give her the opportunity to wipe her phone clean.
So you can
and
start
we just
fresh.
move forward and start fresh.
Got it. Okay.
At the end of the day, if the kids aren't mine, there's no reason to look through her phone because that's going to tell me everything I need to know.
Got it. So in this envelope, you questioned if Gideon could be your child. She said that you treated him a little different. So in this envelope is the DNA truth to know if this is your son or not. This is not my truth to open, it's yours. So here you go. You can read it out loud for us.
Man, look, man, I really, because I really want these kids to be mine, Clea. You know, I don't want it to be no bad blood between us, you feel me? And like I said before, I done been through this before where I've had to go back and forth with a woman and get my name taken off the birth certificate and all of that because the baby wasn't mine.
Yeah.
So, damn nervous as hell.
What does it say?
Hold on, let me read it again. Maybe if I close it and open it again, it'll say something different. Hell no.
What does it say?
Nico Gideon is not your biological son.
Kalia.
Tell me what happened?
Kalia? What do you have to say?
I felt like something wasn't right, bro. My mama told me to. She said, you better go get it done. You know what happened last time.
Kalia, what are you saying? Because you're quiet in this moment.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Do you have anything to say to him?
I would hope so. It's a lot, bro. All that you was accusing me of doing for nothing. Was you trying to backtrack? You was trying to cover some pages up or something?
Kalia, anything you want to say to him, because you just told us that in this entire time he was going out to Miami, there was all these things, when we've now found out that you were clearly in another relationship during this time.
I was in another relationship.
Well, you had sex.
With who, though? When?
When you was out of town doing something else after my miscarriage. that you wasn't there for anyway.
No. You can't flip that and gaslight him now. The point of this is that you've been telling him that this is your child. See what I'm saying? If you felt during that time that he was not being the right man for you because he was out of town, then you make a decision to leave him. You don't make a decision to lead him on.
It's not like I knew for a fact that it wasn't his baby. Because like I said, it was a one-time thing.
So if you thought it was a possibility, why didn't you tell him?
I asked you if you had doubts. And I told you too, like, if it happened, it happened, you know what I'm saying? Give me the opportunity to choose to participate. I grew up with a household with a stepfather.
In this envelope is the DNA truth for your daughter, your oldest daughter, Onyx. Again, this is not my truth to open, this is yours. So here you go. You ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Here you go.
I guess I don't have a choice. Oh, this got a 2 on it too. I got her age on it, bro.
What does that one say?
I don't know if to laugh or cry, bro. Nico, Onyx is not your biological dad.
Okay, Kalia, what do you have to say about this?
Like with Onyx, like I didn't be with nobody else. Like,
Well, you clearly were with someone else. Is there anything you want to say to Nico?
Onyx is his daughter. I wasn't with nobody else.
Onyx is not his daughter. Onyx is not his daughter. So is there anything you want to say to him?
Do you actually have actual tests and stuff? Like that just says that.
See, Kalia, this is what it is, because this is starting to get me upset. Because the thing is, like, he's been a great, this is the thing. You're sitting here and we're listening to your story, you're crying tears, and the person who should really be crying right now is the person who's been lied to consistently by you. It has been clear that for 3+ years, you have been sitting here talking to this man, telling him this, accusing him, even though you had access to his phone, you had all these things that were, he's going to work, coming back, paying bills, and yet during this time, you're still lying to him. And in the moment where you can say, I'm sorry for this, you're sitting here like, well, what you want me to say? I want you to woman up and say, I up. And I'm sorry for cussing, I apologize. I try to be a professional on this, but this is the same thing I feel for when men do this. This is inappropriate. Brother, you don't even need to worry about her. Brother, don't even worry about her. Don't even worry. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, she's affected your whole life, everything, and this is the best decision you ever made. But the thing is that man to man, I'm sorry because I can hear that you've been working hard. I'm just glad that you now can be clear, and I hope that you clean your slate with her. And let me encourage you with one thing left. There's gonna be a moment you're gonna have to grieve the relationship with her and these kids. You're gonna have to also reconcile the fact that you had trust issues now. There's now trust issues.
I had them before. I really have them now.
Yeah.
Like I told her, I went through this in college.
I know. But what I want for you is I want to give you some tools to understand that there is a woman out there that's going to love you and value you, who's going to meet you where you're at. The lesson in this for you is take it slower, trust your gut, continue to trust your gut.
That's crazy because I wasn't even going to come.
Yeah. Continue to trust your gut. Continue to take it slower. And I want to be able to help you to work through those because you do not deserve to live in a cage of trust issues.
About sleeping with somebody else, bro?
Yeah. You want to take me up on my offer?
Yes, I will.
All right, give me a handshake, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much. Seriously, I'm glad you're out of here. So what I'm understanding is that you're unsure if you are the father of either of these two children.
I am.
When did you become unsure?
The day that she told me that she was pregnant.
Yes. How did you react when she told you that she was pregnant?
To be honest, at first this is what happened. I blocked her when she told me that she was pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, I did.
Were you together when she told you she was pregnant?
No.
So you weren't even together in a relationship?
No.
Got it. So you block her.
Yeah.
And then when did you unblock her to actually have a conversation?
I unblocked her when I was having a heart-to-heart conversation with a good friend of mine, and he was basically telling me like, yo, listen, man, if you know what you did and you was with her, step up to the plate, bro. You know what I mean? Do what you gotta do.
And you stepped up.
I did.
So, but in your mind, who else could have been the father of her son?
Her previous boyfriend, the person I was the side piece for.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you think that potentially this man could have been the father,
yes,
and
sir.
because you were just together, you side piece, then just together for a month and a half to 2.
Yes.
Got it. She's messing with other people.
Right.
So you basically then just said, I'm gonna accept the role of side piece.
Basically.
Got it. Okay, I got it.
basically-
Okay. So then what happened with her second child, the daughter?
Okay.
Your daughter.
This was recent. I never knew that she was messing with somebody else. When she told me that she was pregnant with my daughter.
Got it.
Because at that time we wasn't together, but I thought we was clear that it was just like us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nobody else. So I didn't know that she had like somebody else that she was messing with before.
Got it.
She never told me that this baby, my daughter, could be mine or anything of like that nature. It was the same thing from the time that she was pregnant with my son. She told me, I was happy, and I was probably even more happier, honestly.
Because this time you're like, we're together.
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Not together, but you think you're not talking to anybody else.
Exactly. So I was even more ecstatic. I was happy. I was just like, okay. And I even played like the biggest part. I was there for everything. I was there for the umbilical cord cutting. I was there for the birth. I took the videos. I was there for literally everything from the time that they was born up to the time, you know, right now.
Wow. So how did you find out she may not be yours?
Well, through argument. It was an argument. We had an argument recently, like a month ago. And as we was arguing, she said something to me that hit. And what she said was, be happy that the baby, that your daughter is yours and not the person I'm with now. Now that really, like, it really hit, like, I understand, but it hit me when I got home, like, what do you mean by that? Like, what are you trying to say? And then it's crazy because after, like,
be happy your daughter's not the other man.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
By her telling me that.
Do you have real emotions for this woman?
I do. I do.
Because I know that we can joke around with you, the fact that y'all never stayed in a committed relationship, you were a side piece, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, if you're raising these kids with her, you love them, you're there. This is a woman you love and you cherish.
I do.
Did you hope at one point that there would be a future?
I did.
You did?
I do. I love her so much.
Yeah. Here you go, brother. It's all right. Here you go. Here you go, brother. Do you think she loves you?
Honestly, I don't really know.
Okay. Well, I think it's time to meet Denise and find out her side of this story. And also, I want to know if she loves you. So everyone, please welcome Denise to the show. First of all, my producers are telling me before we even start that you said you have there's a confession you have to make.
It's a few other people.
What do you
when
mean?
It comes to my son.
So there's more, it's more than just your ex and him
Yes.
that could potentially be the father?
Yes.
Did you know that?
I did not know.
Okay. How does that make you feel hearing that information? Yeah, got it. What about your daughter? Is he the only potential person or?
No.
No? There's multiple people there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he knew what it was at the end of the day, so don't like
It's not
sit
that.
here.
It's not that like I knew what it was. It's just like you. First one.
Don't, hold on, but let me talk though. Let
but
me
you
talk.
never
Let me
told
talk. Let me talk. Because he knew what it was from the beginning. We was really never together. He lied. He cheated. He did all that. You know what I'm saying?
He did admit to that. He did admit to that. Did you ever consider him a relationship, or was he always a side piece to you?
Yes, I did consider him, but he definitely was.
Okay.
You know, but that's because that's what he wanted to be. You know,
I did not want it to be a side piece.
That's when he started off to be with the side piece. You feel what I'm saying?
That's how I started off. But when I started like bringing out my feelings, every time I tell you my feelings or how I feel about you, it's like you just misdirect them. It's like it goes one ear and out the other. It's like you never want to hear me. It's like you never want to hear what I got to say. And then everything you're talking about, understand that this happened a little while ago. I've been stopped my doggish ways for you. I put everything down just for you and the kids. And you cannot say that it's not a fact. I do everything for you and the kids. Everything. Everything. Yo, bro, I'm gonna keep it real. I do know that I'm not a saint. I may not be the most perfect person.
He does.
So he's a good father.
He's a great father.
Great father.
You know what I mean?
When it comes to being in a relationship with me, hell no.
Because you never want to take out to understand who I am and why I am as a person. You never want to take out, you never want to communicate. And I always told you, communication is always
You're a liar, and you're a pathological liar. You're not just a liar, you're a pathological liar. You lie for nothing, absolutely no reason at all. Like, for what? Why would I want to be with somebody? And I tell you this time and time again, why would I want to be with somebody that keep lying?
How long have you known that he may not be the father of your son or your daughter? Since day one?
My son since day one, yeah.
And your daughter?
I didn't really like, I'm only saying that because I feel like she do look like him, but it's still a possibility. But with my son, it was like literally since basically since day one. You know?
Who are some of the other potential fathers? I know we have
a couple people that you
used to talk to. So we know we have Rodney. We know we have the ex. So you're saying there's some mystery men we might not know that you don't talk to? But I also heard that as well there's the guy named Jay that we've invited here today, who's in the audience. Jay, are you here?
Hey, how we doing?
Rodney, did you know about Jay?
Nope.
You ever heard of him?
No.
Okay. So, Jay, what are your thoughts on this situation?
I thought this was a joke.
Okay.
Seriously, the producers called me. I thought this was a joke. I was taking it like a joke. Apparently, this is not a joke. So I'm just here, to find out if I have a kid or not.
Yeah.
I'd rather not, but I'm just here.
Yeah.
Just here.
So you'd rather not?
Don't even play with me like that. Don't even play with me like that. Because you the same that wrote me talking about, can we be a family? Talking about, can I come to your hotel room? Don't even play with me like that.
I definitely didn't do that one.
What?
I definitely didn't do it.
So you ain't know that my son could possibly be yours? You didn't know that, right? You didn't know that, right? So if, like, we could pull up some messages, that wouldn't be you either?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Why? Because you got like 5
So what is the
Facebook,
situation
like,
between you two?
right?
That's crazy.
What's the situation between you two?
He's wild for that.
We're friends. We were just cooling.
You're friends.
We were just
and you're saying,
out on
and point
weekends.
blank, you're saying because, so you dated, did you hook up? What was it?
We were just hanging out on weekends.
So you hung out. So you were never in a relationship. So it was just hanging out and sexual. You slept together a couple times.
A couple times.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple times.
Jay, I want to invite you down here because I'm going to get to the DNA truth right now, and I think you should be down here. Come on down.
Let's go have a fun day. It's going to be amazing. Let's do it.
All right, well, first we're going to look at the DNA truth for your son. Rodney, in this envelope is the DNA truth if you are Braylon's father.
All right.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I am.
Please read it out loud for us.
Rodney is not Braylon's biological father.
Got it. So sorry. You kind of said you had a possibility of knowing that?
I did.
So that was in your mind?
I did, yeah.
How does it make you feel knowing this information?
Yo, at the end of the day, that's still my boy. I love him. I know you guys hear me all the time. It's not gonna make me feel no different, It's not gonna erase anything that happens in the past. I was still different, everything, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, he's still my son, So I don't know what's gonna happen after.
So that means, what's going on through your mind right now? Because I see you tearing up. Okay. So this means that it could be Jay's or the ex's. Jay's, you've been over there smiling.
Huh?
You've been over there smiling. What is your thoughts? You've been very clear that you didn't, this was just something you messed around with, you didn't want this, and that you don't want this child. You've been very clear. And I'm not gonna say that I can knock you if you've not been involved in the situation, if y'all weren't really dating, for you to get shocked by my producers to say, hey, you gotta have a child. I understand why you thought this could be a joke. But you're saying it's not. But what's going on in your head? What's the smiles for? Because are you nervous?
Yeah, nervous is the word. There we go.
Yeah.
So you're nervous.
Yeah. All right, well, in this DNA envelope right here is the truth. Are you ready for this?
No.
I know you're not. Well, this is your truth to open.
Wonderful. You want to open it? No? All right. It's fine.
Can you read it out loud for us?
Huh?
What does it say?
Jay is Braylon's biological dad. So wonderful. So wonderful. So wonderful.
So you just found out you have a son?
New kid.
What's going through my mind is that
This is a lot for you to process.
not only that,
That nigga's really that ass.
he wanted to have a kid with me.
Oh.
I did.
You feel what I'm saying? So when we did what we did, it was on some like, yeah, you're gonna be my first baby mother. You feel what I'm saying? Because tell them what your name is.
Huh?
Tell them what your name is.
My name is Jay.
What they call you.
Jerome?
What you call yourself, actually. He call himself Poppy. That's
That
what he
is
call himself.
wicked.
It is. That's what you call yourself,
wicked.
right? As my son got
Well, you
older.
were claiming it. You were calling yourself these names. I mean.
As my son got older, he looked just like him.
Jay, do you have
So I wrote
do you have
him.
other children?
I have zero. No.
You have no children.
Nah,
I wrote him
So
and
this
I
is
told
your
him
first
it was
child.
a possibility.
Unfortunately. It's a whole person.
Yeah.
That look even down to the ears.
So hearing you say that now, that means in your mind you kind of already knew.
I knew though. I knew.
Oh, you did know.
I knew, but how can I didn't like I was trying to prove it and I told him. Jay, did I
Did
not
you
tell
know
you?
that she was telling
When my son was
Jay?
1 year old,
Yeah, nothing about
he
him.
knows nothing about him. And he know nothing about him.
So if you thought for sure that this would be that Jay was a father and you saw your son looking like him, why didn't you let everybody in know?
I did like I been told him that before I had my son, you know, that it's a possibility.
This is what I'm gonna do, Jay. I'm gonna give you some time. If you need help navigating the emotions or where you're at right now, I'm here for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you backstage, let you process this information, and we have to get to the results of your daughter. So I'll be back there in a little bit if you need some help.
I love children, and I've always wanted to be a father, so I would never, ever take anybody away from their children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy, you know, that we got to the bottom of this, so it's like, bro, do what you gotta do. You know, you got a son now, you found out you have a kid, so obviously I want you to get to know your child. You feel what I'm trying to say? But now, if I'm finding out that Brianna might not be mine, where does that leave me?
Yeah. Well, I think it's time to get to the DNA truth of this as well. So, Brianna, who you've been raising, how old is she now?
1.
She's 1 year old. Again, this is your truth to open, not mine. Please read us and tell us what it says.
Rodney, you are not. My biological father.
Man. Brother, come here. Let me give you a hug, man. Come here, man. Damn. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I'm really sorry. I got you. I got you. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I know, man. I know. I know. I know. There you go. What do you have to say? What are your thoughts? What do you want to say to him?
I really am sorry. Rodney, I'm sorry.
So do you know who these mystery men are? Have you been in contact with them?
Yeah.
And have you been able to tell them what's going on?
Oh, they know.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
Rodney, I'll tell you this. This has been a lot of information that you received all at once, and I'm very sorry, especially when you just said you're in a spot in your life right now where things are not the best. I'm so sorry. We don't understand in these moments what it's supposed to mean for us and what lesson we're supposed to learn and how we're supposed to use this as a tool to grow. And in time, that will reveal itself. But right now, I need you to understand that you're going to go through a process of grieving. You're going to have to grieve the life you had, the relationships you had, and also try to figure out what's new. And I want you to know, as you're on that process of grieving and figuring out, I want to be here to support you. In any conversations you need, I got you, okay? Seriously. Seriously. And if there's any support that you need in talking to these other two men and finding out the truth, let us know. I think for you, this is probably one of the best things that can happen for you, because what's happening is all the secrecy, the things that's been going on in your head, you're getting purged of that. Yes, it's affecting other people's lives, but at the end of the day, this truth ultimately is going to support these kids in having the best life. Yeah. Because it's better while they're young to find out information and versus being 15, 20, 30, right. 40, and feeling as if their life is a lie. So I appreciate you being honest, and I appreciate you trusting me with your story, and know that I'm here for you with these men. But I do have one last question for you. Rodney asked, is there space for him in your kid's life? And I want to know from you, do you think there's space in your kid's life for him?
How I can put it is, yes, actually, but how?
Well, I think once emotions are settled, y'all can figure that out to some degree.
He love my kids, but he good. These kids ain't his. He gonna go on about his life. You know, all he probably need is like a month or something like that. He good.
Okay, possibly.
I know he love my kids though. I know he do, but trust me, he good. That's a weight off his back.
Okay. Any support you need, figuring this out and grieving, I'm here for you. So your boyfriend Noah has doubts about your baby.
I'm not gonna keep playing with him. He need to get it together because I told him, I made the baby, you made the baby, you gonna step up, and he need to get it together.
You're 21 years old. This is your first child?
Yes.
This is your first child?
Yes.
How has it been?
It's a journey. Oh my gosh.
I can imagine.
She's a handful.
So does Noel contribute financially?
That boy is broke, okay? I be trying to help him out get a job. He need to get it together. Step up, but he want to go skating and some other.
Okay. And how old is he?
22.
Okay. So y'all both babies. I understand why he want to skate, but also if he got a child, I understand he need to step it up.
Yes.
I get it. So how would you describe your relationship with Noel?
On a deeper level, I love him. He's the one for me. That's the one I want to build a future with.
Okay.
On a practical level, it's toxic, it's on and off. I'm not gonna keep doing it. He need to stop. He need to get a job. Otherwise, I'm gonna leave him because I'm tired of it.
So you're leaning more towards your practical side?
I'm leaning more towards my deeper side. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah, okay. Do you two live together?
Yes.
How long have you lived together?
Forever.
Forever. And so does he live with you or do you live with him? Do you have a place together?
He live with me.
Okay, he lives with you. Okay, then. And my producers told me that Noel once ghosted you for 11 hours. Explain what happened.
Oh my gosh. So we went to church together, right, y'all? Tell me why this man decided that he was gonna go out and skate with some bitch in Dallas. Not answer the calls, text, none of that. Blocked my best friend's number as well after I texted him off of her.
So was he being romantic with this girl or was it just like I'm skating? But either way.
He said he was just skating, but I don't like bitches, no way.
Hold on, so what made you insecure about that? Did he have a history of cheating?
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Texting sexually, but I cheated on him first, honestly, because I was in high school.
When you were in high school?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was a kid, so what?
Did he forgive you?
Yes.
Yeah, he forgave you?
Yes.
And so then, if he was texting sexually, I guess you couldn't forgive him because he continued on?
Yeah, I forgave him, but he keeps doing it, and I'm gonna slap him.
Okay. How often do you and Noel break up? Because I feel like y'all probably go back and forth.
It's on and off, y'all. I'm so sick of it, but I love this man. That's why I'm not going nowhere.
There's like a 20-year-old, 21-year-old in there, and then there's also like this, I don't know what other age. Y'all see the two different personalities? Y'all see them both? Okay. So is there a possibility, and I gotta ask this, that someone else could be your daughter's father?
Whew, yes, y'all. Oh my God.
There is a possibility.
So embarrassing, but yes, there is a possibility. Because in that timeline, you know, I was with someone else when he was with someone else, and we were broken up at the time part.
So this is the timeline. So August, you and Noel were together. September 5th, you slept with a mystery man.
Yep.
September 7th, you slept with Noel.
Yep.
September 4th, slept with the mystery man. So you were going in between these two guys. Okay, then.
Yeah, I was a hoe. Shut up. Don't do it.
I don't know if I want to label you a hoe. I mean, you're a young woman. You're deciding what you want to do. You're learning yourself sexually. I mean, you get permission to do that. You know what I mean? And it sounds from me that because you're very upfront, it sounds like you were being very honest with them.
Oh, I am.
See? So, like, I mean, if you're being upfront and you're young, you get to do with your body what you want to do with your body.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're not gonna label you a hoe right now. We're not gonna label you a hoe. Because also the reason I'm not gonna label you a hoe and I don't want you labeling yourself a hoe is because you have a daughter now. And I want you to make sure that you're understanding how to call what you call yourself and what you will allow to be called.
In the past, I was a hoe.
Okay, yeah, but
now I'm a mother.
Good.
And I got my together.
Good.
He needs to get his together.
Good. So we see this timeline. So does the other mystery man know that he could potentially be the father?
Yeah, he could potentially be the father.
And why don't you want him?
That man wants to do polygamy with me. I don't even like that.
What's polygamy?
He wants 2 other women plus me.
Oh, got it. Got it, okay.
I don't share nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
What's mine is mine. I'm not sharing you.
So you're not into polygamous relationships?
You need to stop that.
Okay, then.
Shut that down right now.
I understand that. Okay, then. Does Noel know about this timeline?
Yes.
And so was Noel around for your pregnancy?
No, this man was locked up.
Oh, he was locked up?
Yes.
So what do you want the DNA results to be?
Believe it or not, I want it to be Noel. And don't say, ooh, because I don't care. I love him. That's who I want to spend the rest of my life with. Get over it.
Well, I think it's time to hear Noel's side of this story. So everyone, please welcome Noel to the show. Hey, Noel.
How you doing?
How you doing? Nice to meet you. So how do you feel about what you just heard?
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
The reason why I'm having struggle even finding a job is because I still got to get my ID because I was stupid by giving my ID to a phone company. Me not having a job, okay, it's my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's not an excuse. You need to get it together. You need to step
But
up.
at this, you don't get it.
No, you need to step up. That's what you need to do.
Oh, I'm gonna step up just so you know that.
Eventually, when? Let me know.
Today.
Oh, okay.
It
Better
what?
be today.
Man, because guess what? At the end of the day, you gotta understand the things that you do and the things that you say to me ain't even really about a lot of things.
Okay, you do the same thing to me. When you want to come at me like that? Really? You
Yeah.
want to come at me like that? Okay, that's
I'm not
you.
even trying to come
That's
at you
all
sideways,
you.
but
You
it's not
did.
even on me because guess what? Who was the one that decided to come back to you after you cheated on me the first time? And I gave you a second chance. And I had a job at the time. You didn't have nothing. When we first got to that, you didn't have a car. You didn't have an apartment. We lived with our parents, right?
Okay, yeah, we did. But now I'm on my case, so don't come for me.
But you might be on your at the same time.
And I'm
You
still
leaving
taking care of
jobs.
You
still
personally.
leaving. No, but you still leaving jobs though, right?
Okay, I need some more money. Don't be coming at me like that.
Of course, everybody needs more
I
money.
need more, making more money.
And to be honest with you, I have a job, but it's more like a side hustle.
We need to get a permanent job.
But guess what? The money that I make with that is always spending on her or her daughter.
So he is supporting you?
Sometimes he supports me.
I'm doing the best I can.
But he need to get an actual job because I've been paying everything by myself, and I mean everything.
So you all are living together?
Yes.
And how do you feel about the relationship?
So it's an on and off. It's more like when we argue, it's something about something small. I get the fact that you want me home, but it's just, I didn't have a childhood. My childhood was more like, I was in juvie for 2 years, and it just sucked because like me being 15 years old, getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Me being around the wrong crowds.
Yeah.
Me still feeling like a child inside, even though I'm a grown-ass man. And I do need to get my together. I'm a man up to that. But at the same time, she got to understand, whenever she was a hoe in high school.
Don't be shocked. You called yourself that.
And you even said it before I came out. So
Okay,
I
but
want to listen to that.
you never.
We had a lesson. Don't be shocked.
But
Don't
at
act
the same
surprised.
time,
Tell me.
At the same time, I love her to death. Don't get me wrong. Because I'm the one that changed her to make her the way she is today.
Okay.
Regardless if she cheated on me at the very, very beginning, I've been trying to make with her since day one.
Okay. So I'm going to teach you some man to man, and this is way so that you don't start picking up toxic habits. When you're able to support a woman you love, you didn't make her, you were supporting her, and that's what
Well, that part.
So I don't want you to ever use language about I made her the woman she is. Because you should be honored for the support you gave her, especially if y'all were growing together. But when you grow up and you start thinking, I made a woman that way, it can become toxic. So just a little less man to man,
He
all
did
right?
change me, y'all.
Yeah, y'all,
I did change
y'all,
for the
y'all
better.
supported each other in growth.
Yeah.
Just like right now, even though it gets misguided sometimes, you're trying to tell him, I need you to step up and be better with the job. I get it, I hear it. So you say Nala keeps you on house arrest? Explain.
It feels like it because she treats me like she's my mom. Like I can't go nowhere. Even if I were to ask her somewhere, she'd be like, nah, you have to stay home. You have to do this and do that. And I'm a clean freak.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's priorities, first of all.
That's priorities. You don't even clean yourself half the time.
Hey, don't be coming for me, because I do clean. I do clean.
Oh, so you clean your panties,
right?
right?
Boy, I will slap out of you. Do not play with me.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and find out whose child this is.
There's my best friend. Do her.
No, because if your best friend gonna do the same thing you were just doing, I don't want to talk to your best friend. Because let me tell you, what the problem is for me is that there's a child here, and the thing is, you got this character that's going on where one moment I see a mother that's actually drowning and trying to figure out as a young mother, and the next minute I see this caricature of yourself. And I don't know which one to trust. So though they're here for entertainment, I'm here for you. And so if I can't get a read on your personality, this doesn't help me. I'm getting a read on your personality. You've come from a home and a broken life where you don't understand what's going on. You're trying, you're also young, you're misguided, but at the end of the day, you want a relationship, you want to be better. I see it. I can get a read on you. Look at me. You're a mother now. And so all of this games, you can play it all you want right now, but all of this is not going to help you be better. And that's just the reality of it. That's the reality of it. So though somebody else might find this amusing, I don't. I don't. Because at the end of the day, and I can tell you're intelligent. I've heard some of the things you said. There's an intelligence in there. I also know there's hard working because I hear you saying, I'm trying to work and still raise the baby. So you have all these amazing qualities that for some reason you're trying to overshadow with this behavior. And I don't know why. Let's get to this so that we can help you to figure out where you're at in your life. Because at the end of the day, you showed me a timeline. And again, I gave you grace. You're allowed to do what you want with your body. But you also need to have answers because right now you're not clear who the father of your child is.
No, I'm not.
And that's an issue. So here we got the DNA truth right here. Are you ready for this? That's your baby. Okay. This is your truth right here. You ready? Because you're the one in the question.
Yes, sir.
This is your truth to open, not mine.
Nyla, I want to say something real quick. If I find out she's not mine, I still want to stay with you, but at the same time, you got to change your attitude.
Well, let's figure out if this is your child
or not. Elijah is not your biological daughter.
Okay. You knew this. You're hurt. You're hurt. I know. So again, like I said before, we can play all the games and do all this, but you two are two young people, and this is real for both of y'all. I know you're hurt. I know you're hurt. And I know you're hurt too. What's going on in your head? What's going on in your head? So the other gentleman that you know, that it sounds like because of whatever it was, you don't want him to be the father. Yeah. Noel, you said before that if these results came back that you weren't the father, you'd still be there.
I want to be, but she got to change that, bro. She got to change her ways. And I'm going to change my ways, like, I need to.
Let me tell you what the beauty of this situation is, and I appreciate this. I appreciate both of you being silent and present in this moment and understanding there's something greater, but also, he's saying that he'll still be here for you. He's saying he'll be there for you and your daughter. Do you want to hold him? Do you want to talk to him?
I just need to be left alone right now. I need to think.
I get it. I understand. I know this is hard right now, but I promise you it will work out. But I think the biggest lesson here that y'all have learned is that life is coming at y'all real and fast. And some time for some things to change. All right? Okay?
Come here. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I know that hurt.
It's just...
I know. I know.
I don't even know what to say right now.
I know. It hurt.
Like, she put me through so much, and I still wanted to be on her side.
Yeah. But this is why I want to talk to you. I appreciate you wanting to step up as a young man and say I can be there. but this relationship is toxic. And if you want to support her, it's okay to support her as a friend, but you don't have to get yourself intertwined, and you have an opportunity to grow.
Of course.
So if you want to be there to support her as a friend, I think that's very noble. But I think this is a good way for you to start to, those emotional attachments you have, start to realize it's time for those bonds to break.
For me to find out she's not even mine, it's like, right.
So.
But at the same time, honestly, I'm actually glad that I'm not happy that she's not, but I'm glad that I don't have a kid, because at the same time I can grow.
You're not ready.
I'm not.
You're not ready.
I am ready to be a dad, but I'm not ready at this moment.
Exactly. I'm glad that you're starting to click now. So make right decisions in this. Don't keep yourself trapped in something. Make smart decisions and do the work to keep growing, okay? I wish you the best of luck, seriously. All right, man?
Wish you the best of luck, all right? It's gonna work out.
Lenny was messing with my mother until I was 3 years old. He was the only father I knew. Then Lenny left and I had 2 other father figures in my life. I have no idea who my real dad is. My mother never told me anything. She died 2 years ago. I should have had a father figure in my life. Someone to teach me not to use drugs. Someone to teach me how to love someone, that know how to love. Where I had a messed up life, and some of my kids are gone because of it. I just want to know where I came from. I was a black sheep in the family.
Please welcome Lenny to the show. So, please tell me, Lenny, why is the DNA test important to you?
Well, it gives me closure.
Yeah.
And most importantly, it gives her closure.
I hear that. Tell me about your relationship with Shamel.
Well, we had an up and down relationship, you know. I cut off one time, this is the second time cutting off. But when you disrespect, I'm old-fashioned. When you be disrespectful as a kid, you know, I'll cut you off. You gotta show, I was raised to show respect for your elders.
Yeah.
And I think I want her to do the same as well. But I met her mother back in the 80s. We met at a bar going out, and she got pregnant. She said it was my baby. And then she said it was the other guy's baby. So I still stuck with him till she was 3 years old. Then after 3 years old, the mother kicked me out. I guess she wanted to pursue somebody else.
Yeah. So at 3 years old is when you stopped having a relationship with Shamel?
Yeah.
Okay then. And how long were you in? Did you come back into Shamel's life?
Yes, I did. I came back in her life, and then.
And at what age?
About 40.
When she was 40.
Yeah.
So between 3 and 40, you weren't in her life.
I wasn't in her life. I met her on Facebook. I had old pictures, and I met her on Facebook, and I friended her. And wow, but I can go back to that. I met her. I friended her. She friended me back, and she asked me, "Who are you?" And you know, 3 years old, you're supposed to know who raised you.
Yeah.
But you know, she been through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I asked her if I could be your potential father. And then we met up. I took her out to dinner. She suckered me and buying a chain. And then I bought her a chain.
And what happened to the chain you bought her?
Well, the chain I bought her, she called. She said her boyfriend snatched it off of her and it broke. And she wanted me to buy another one. So I bought her another one.
Okay.
You know, she's a girl, you know.
Okay.
So I bought her another one. After that, I said, no more buying chains.
Okay.
You're going to lose chains like that, no more.
Okay, did Shamel ever visit you in Florida?
No, they attempted to visit me in Florida, her and her mother, and Miss Shamel. But I told them, how did that look like? I was married at the time. My ex-girlfriend, my daughter, and my wife. I said, oh, no, that won't work.
So what did Shamel say about your ex-wife?
Oh, at the time, me and my ex-wife was bickering and stuff like that. We didn't get along, and you know, you talk to your kids about it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she went and said, well, get the B out. And that's when I got upset, even with the drama she was giving me, and that, when it comes, you don't even know the lady.
Yeah.
So you just don't come out your mouth like that.
Then, yeah.
That's my wife.
Yeah.
You know, so I cut her off, that's when I cut her off again.
So you cut her off again, and how long did y'all stop talking after that?
Oh, it's been like 4 or 5 years. All the drama, disrespect. She met my son.
Yeah.
Finally met my son, and they hit it off. But she went the second time, and it had something to do with another chain again.
Oh, okay.
Never changed again. I didn't buy that one.
Yeah.
I stuck to my word.
Okay, so, but something happened again where a chain was...
The chain was stuck because they got in this argument. He said he going to keep the chain, and he kept the chain. So she calls me later and says, tell your son, if he don't give me that chain, you got to foot it out your mouth, out of your pocket. And that's when I said, who are you talking to?
Oh, yeah.
You know, you don't disrespect me like that again. Even with the drama, too, I ain't up to it. I mean, I'm 62 years old.
So when was the last time you spoken to Shamel?
4 months ago.
Yeah. Okay, then, well, I think it's time to hear from Shamel. And so, everyone, please welcome Shamel to the show so we can hear her side of the story. Hi, Shamel.
Hi, how you doing?
Thank you for being here. So, how do you feel about what was just said?
You know what? You're a messy man. You can't talk about me, because you ain't living a good life. Thank you very much. You say that I'm the reason my mother died? Where was you when I buried my mother? You was nowhere around when I had to take her out of my house and see my mother dead. You was nowhere, so you don't not say I'm the reason my mother is gone.
Did you say that she's the reason her mother died?
No, somebody told me that.
And did you repeat it to her?
No, I did not repeat it to her.
Okay. So why do you think that he thinks that you're the reason your mother passed?
Because it was told to me by someone.
Got it.
You think people ain't gonna tell me what you're saying about me? Yes, they are.
See how she acted? See how she said that's drama.
And this is what you're saying that...
This is what I don't need.
Okay.
And when she talk about getting my life together,
Your life ain't together.
You gotta
You're
get
messy.
yours together.
You're messy.
If I'm messy, then
You're messy.
why am I in your life?
You're messy. Thank you very much. You don't take care of your own child. A father doesn't
I got 3 kids.
for somebody.
I got 3.
You don't take care of your own child.
I got 3 to
Be
buy.
It takes a real man to be a father.
I take
you
care
have
of
to be a daddy.
Can I ask you a
You're a daddy.
Shamel.
Poopon.
I got a 41-year-old son. I got a 27-year-old daughter.
Okay.
And her.
Okay.
I don't take care of my kids. I've been in my kids' life since they were little.
Shamel,
just like you.
when you first reconnected with Lenny, was there any good?
No, there wasn't.
There wasn't. So
He was a baby. You wouldn't know.
So when you reconnected older, did you have a good relationship at all?
No, I did not.
Okay, then.
He chose women over me.
Okay.
Who does that?
Do you have any memories of Lenny from your childhood?
No, I don't. I know what I was told.
Got it. Okay.
If I choose women over you, how come I came back into your life?
Yeah, whatever. That's why he stayed out my life, because that lady didn't like our relationship. You poopon!
You know what? You got a man that loves you, even he don't know if you're the father or not in your life, and you should run with that.
I shouldn't run with nothing. I was told 2 other men played a role in my life that I know about. Thank you very much, poopon.
Then why you bring me here then, if you know
because
about
I want clarity. I think it's best for me to know the truth. Me and my kids. Poopon.
Girl, what is poopot? What is that? What's
That's
that?
a deadbeat. Somebody that want people to take care of them. They don't take care of their children.
And you call them what?
A poopot.
A poopot? Did your mother ever tell you that, because I just heard you say out of your mouth that you said your mother said there could be 2 other men?
Yes, there were kids.
And I didn't even know that.
You didn't know that either?
No.
So you didn't know? Okay. So there could possibly be other men that you're finding out today? Yeah. That could be. Okay. And what happened during your first meeting with Lenny? Tell me.
He came from Florida. We went to the mall. We went to dinner. We had a good time. Then after that, we stopped talking.
Okay.
Tell him about the chain.
He bought a chain.
Okay.
Somebody robbed my purse and took it.
And then who got upset?
I got upset.
Thank you.
Okay. 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 And so because you got upset, he distanced himself.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Did you ever have issues with Lenny's wife? Because he said you did before.
Yes, I did, because she didn't like our relationship.
Got it. Okay. And that's a trigger for you, I can tell.
Yes, it is.
Yes, I can tell.
But you didn't know her.
Whatever, she still is a hoe.
You didn't know her.
She's a hoe. She tried to come between me. Oh, well. You ain't with her now. Ha, ha, ha.
So you said earlier you have a son named Milton. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, then. And how did you and Lenny's son Milton connect?
Because his ex-wife, she Facebooked me and said he wanted to get connection with me.
Okay, got it. And what's going on between you and Lenny's son now?
We are good brothers and sisters. We have a good relationship.
Okay, okay, cool.
Who
We
took
saw.
the chain?
Okay. That's the one with the chain. That's the one you were
so
talking
he
about
took
earlier.
her chain.
Okay.
It
That's
doesn't matter. We're still talking.
Then
We're
why
still
you
brother
So
and
that's the one you said
sister.
earlier, took the chain.
Then
Okay.
why am I here?
So we saw the tape earlier about what you had to say regarding this DNA situation, but you also told our producers something else that my producer told me that you want me to take a look at. Okay, let me see it.
Lenny, my secret is, me and Milton are together. He is the love of my life. I love him. He knows how to be a man. I'm praying that you are not my father, Lenny, because you raised a good man, someone I love. You can accept that we're together and get over it, because we're going to continue to be together. Nobody can come in our way.
Okay, Lenny, we're gonna take that in together. So your potential brother and you have been dating?
We don't know about being sisters and brothers. We've lost touch with each other after 3 years old. We just came back in touch with each other 40 years.
Yeah. So where's Milton now? Where's Milton?
He's in prison.
Milton's in prison. Okay. Okay. So what will happen if it turns out that Lenny is your father? Are you going to end your relationship with?
Yeah, we are. We're still gonna be brothers and sisters.
Okay. My producers put something here that they wanted me to read. What is it's they're telling me right now it's a letter from Milton.
You know you just ruined somebody's life.
Hold on.
You better be sure.
Hold on. Milton wrote a letter. Oh, he wrote this through JPay to my producers. Milton, he said, this is yesterday. He said, Grand Rising, stand up because my baby Shamel is a piece of work, but she does mean well, awesome woman with great intentions, and if you please have patience with her. Calling you guys, I'll be calling you guys later about the show upon my release. She's going to be taking me. So upon the release, y'all have planned for you to take him in. So did you get his name tattooed on you?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Who's the poo-pah now?
You're the poo-pah too. I'm his rider.
Wow.
And I stand by him looking flashy and make him always look good.
You got this tattoo this week?
Yes, I sure enough did.
Okay. Do you see your brother?
I don't see him as he's my brother.
Oh, you don't see him as your brother. Okay, you see him as.
We was not raised together.
So you don't see him as that.
Pictures together.
Okay then. Have you two been intimate?
No, we have not.
You have not been intimate.
No.
Okay. Okay. But you want to have a relationship, which means you want these to come out that he is not your father.
Yes.
But if it does come back that he's your father, what are you going to do with the fact that you have your brother's name tattooed on you now?
He's not my father.
But your brother's name? Before Milton, you wanted Lenny to be your father.
I don't want Lenny to be my father. He's a poo-pot. He ain't been in
Well,
my
not
life.
anymore, but like I just watched what you said. When you came back and you went to dinner with him, you wanted him to be your father.
Because that's what I was told. I want the clarity for me and my kids.
She's just doing this because I cut her off for being disrespectful.
Yeah. No, because you're talking about my mother is the reason I'm dead. I'm the reason my mother's dead. Let's get it right. Okay? Thank you very much.
Well, I can imagine
I'm
why,
not the
because
reason
look at
my
the
mother's
drama
dead.
you're doing now.
My mother wanted to be buried, not cremated. Thank you very much.
Well, I didn't find out about your mother through Facebook.
You still didn't come to her funeral. You still wasn't there when I had to see her go out my house dead.
Okay, girl, this messy, girl. Because either way, this either gonna be your, girl, this. I mean, because let's be real, either way, this about to be your father or your father-in-law, girl, and I ain't got time. So, girl, let's get to this DNA results, girl. All right, so Shamel, and this is the DNA truth. If this is your father, about to be your father-in-law, girl, this is yours to open, girl. Let me let you find out.
Like I said, I need my clarity.
Girl, we all need clarity, girl.
Need our clarity.
We all need the clarity. We right there with you, girl. Let's find out together.
Hallelujah! You ain't my father! You ain't my father! Yes, yes, yes! I got my clarity! I'm gonna be with my man! I'm going by his side! I'll make him the fine!
Thank you.
Okay, good job. Well, listen, I'm glad you got your clarity, okay? Sir, I'm glad you got your clarity, too.
Yes, indeed. Thank God.
Hey, help your son get some clarity as well, okay?
Yeah, I'll be.
He don't he don't do nothing for his
I'll be
man.
talking
His son,
with him.
I
Please,
do
you
everything. He don't take care of his son. His son don't want nothing
My
to do
son
with
calls
it.
me all the time.
Thank you very
I
much.
hear you. All
You're
right.
a deadbeat. Daddy,
My son calls me all the time.
Pool bud.
My son calls me all the
Like
time.
I said, pool bud. Like I said, pool bud.
Both of my kids call me all the time.
Yeah, just like he told me. You said I'm the reason my mother died. He don't want to do with you. Ha ha ha.
Okay, well, listen, everybody.
Why he Jay me all the time? He Jay me all the time.
Well, I gotta close out the show, so take a seat for me, okay? All right, well, everyone. Well, thank you for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I do love you all. Now, I just want to make sure y'all know, because a lot of people watch these shows and they like, are the people staged? Y'all not paid actors, right?
No.
No, y'all are not. This was actually a culture show, and this is actually your son who wrote us from JPay.
Free my man, free my man.
Free my man.
Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Of course. So let's go back, Debbie. Your DNA mystery starts when you were planning a cruise?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine and my aunt's cruise. It's called the Debbie Cruise.
The Debbie Cruise?
Yes.
I like that. Sounds like a good time.
The Debbie and Debbie Cruise.
Yeah. And so what happened when you were planning on the cruise?
The post office told me I needed a new birth certificate for my passport. So we went on to order a new birth certificate, and it came back as Debbie Lynn Andrews instead of my original that I've known for my whole life, which was Debbie Lynn Marshall.
Wow. Wow. That's interesting.
And it had Shane Andrews as my father, and my original had XXX.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. So, Debbie, we have copies of both your birth certificates. Let's see the original birth certificate. So it says
Marshall.
Marshall on that
with
one.
The XXX is my father.
Uh-huh. And then let's see the one that you received.
Andrews.
Andrews.
Like, I've known myself as Debbie Lynn Marshall for 30 some odd years.
And
now I get smacked in the gut with Andrews.
What went through your mind when you saw that?
A lot of everything. An emotional roller coaster. I woke up not realizing or knowing who I was anymore. Going from one name to another name and being who I am as a person, it did hurt me. It crushed me because I am a very sensitive person. My family can tell that.
How long have you been searching for your birth father?
As long as I can remember, to be honest. I've asked questions about him. I always heard it doesn't matter who your real father is because you got us, and then I heard it was somebody else, and I gave up a few years back because I'm tired of the disappointment. I'm tired of the lies and the secrets. I just want to move on with my life. I got kids at home. I have daddy issues. I do.
Yeah.
But this isn't a way for somebody to find anything out.
Yeah, yeah, I understand that. And so you get this shock of a life with this birth certificate.
Yes.
And then you track down Shane.
I searched for him, and the only reason I searched for him was because I heard growing up, Shane Andrews, the love of my life.
Because that was your mom's love of her life.
Yes, that's what she always told me.
Got it. And then you get this birth certificate that also has the name, so it all just came together for you.
Yes.
And what did Shane tell you?
He told me he was with my mom at a point in time. He was honest that he dated my mom. I was looking at him at that time as a type of father figure, but never of him coming out as telling me that he could have been or possibility of being my father. But I did take the steps, and I went and I got a tattoo for Shane, and it says Dad.
Wow. Okay.
I regret it now because of learning who he is and the lies.
And so now you said you're angry with him because it sounded like you searched him out. It was good. Why are you angry with him now?
Because after a while, he started lying.
Okay.
And then I get told because my mother died, I become distant. Yes, that's kind of true. Because when I lost her, I lost absolutely everything.
I hear that.
Okay, my mom was my rock, my heart, everything. No matter what lies or anything she kept from me, she was there for me. I didn't have a father there. Okay,
She was your mom. I hear you. She was both mom and dad.
No matter what I put her through, she never turned me down. Yeah, she treated me like a kid. I'm tired of being treated like I'm a kid.
Mm.
And living life without her is hard.
So why are you angry with Shane?
I just wanted the truth. My mom is dead. She's not coming back. There's no excuse that's gonna stop me from wanting to know the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm being destroyed. And it's not even me that's destroying myself. It's other people watching me be destroyed.
Yeah, because they should be able to give you the answers that you need so you can feel whole.
Exactly.
I hear that. Listen, our guest Debbie, her aunt is here, whose name is also Debbie. That's why we have the Debbie Cruises we talked about earlier. Aunt Debbie, how do you feel about the situation?
I want her to get the answers that she needs.
Yeah.
But I also know what answer she's looking for.
And what answer do you think she's looking for?
I know that she's looking to see who her father is, and it is definitely not that jackass that's going to be sitting on that couch.
So you have an issue with Shane?
Oh, plenty of them.
Plenty of them. Where does the issue stem from?
When he put a knife to my sister's throat and threatened to slice her throat open. That's where my issue stems with him.
Are these some of the things that made you regret getting the dad tattoo?
Yes.
Got it. Well, listen, Debbie has searched her entire life for her birth father, desperate for answers. She tracked down a man named Shane. I think it's time that we hear Shane's side of the story.
I've known Debbie for a long time. I raised her.
You raised her.
He didn't raise me.
Did you not come? Have you been to my home several times with my?
I just told him I had a relationship with your ass. And you're gonna sit there and come at me like, listen.
How are you gonna disrespect me?
I'm being disrespectful.
How?
This is my life.
How?
How? Because my mother gave it to me. The promises that you gave my mother are null and void.
When did I ever put a knife to your mother's neck?
You know what? My aunt was there. Why are you asking me that?
Your aunt was there when I put in.
So how
your mother was my world. You know that.
How did you meet her mother?
He asked.
How did you meet her mother?
I was in the penitentiary. Came home. Met her. She kind of changed me.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's got a sister named Jamie. I spent a lot of time with Jamie. Debbie was raised by her aunt, her name is Debbie as well, which is Cheryl's sister. And the memories I got of her when she was a baby, last time I saw her, you know, but then she started coming to my house, calling my kids her brothers. I took them out, whatever she wanted. I tried to help her as best I could, you know, but she wants answers that I was listening. I don't know what she wants the answers. And what's this all
How is your name on my birth certificate then? What's that answer?
Let's take a look at this the original birth certificate. Your name is on there.
How can my name be on there when I was in the penitentiary? I was in prison. How could would I do it from prison?
So Debbie's aunt Debbie believes that you had something to do with changing her niece's birth certificate.
How?
Tell me, what's your point of view on this?
Oh, I didn't know she was here.
Yeah, she's here. I don't think that my sister signed a paper that the Department of Vital Statistics says that they have a letter with her signature on it stating that he is their father, when I know for a fact he is not their father.
We all know that.
And I think that when she went to visit him in prison, because she had to sign a prisoner log, that he had something to do with that paper being forged with her signature on it.
No.
So Shane, you don't believe Debbie's your daughter? Because she has the tattoo that says dad. You told her at one point that you were her father.
She called me dad. And here she's my daughter. Jamie in here is my daughter. That lady knows that.
So you said that you told them that they're your daughter, but just in your heart, that you actually don't believe that you're biologically connected to them.
It's impossible. When they were conceived, I was incarcerated.
You're not a dad. You're a liar. And you know what? I hope you drop dead.
Oh.
I do. Because I care nothing about you. I don't. I hate you with every ounce of my life.
Let me ask you a question. Where's this hurt and pain coming from?
Because he's a liar. He's a liar.
What has he done to you to make you feel that he deserves that type of treatment?
Because I would call him and ask him for help. And it's always an excuse of what he can't do it. He can't do this, he can't do that. But how many times has he had my sister at his house? But he can't bring me and my kids? Why? Why? If you were my dad, I don't want to hear it. If you were my dad, you would have been there.
I'm going to tell you why.
But you're not.
You're asking me why I never brought you to my house. It was because of the life I was living.
Okay.
She fit in. You wouldn't.
Do you not know where I come from?
She would have
Do
fit
you
in a
not
lot
know
better
where
than
I
I
come
did.
from? She was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Me, I was born for the streets.
Jamie, I want to know something. Is Shane's name on your birth certificate?
Yes, it is.
So your name is on her birth certificate as well?
That's what she told me, yeah.
So your name is on both of these girls' birth certificate. And at one point, did you believe he was your father?
No,
No.
never.
She never did.
I know who my father is.
Uh-huh. So
It's not him.
So why haven't we got him tested then?
My father said the only way he would divorce my mother is if she would sign the paper stating me and Debbie were not his children. That is in their divorce.
So you think that's the reason that your name popped up on these birth certificates?
It shouldn't be.
This is
You
the lie
forged
shit.
the name.
Because you know
I
what?
did not
like we said already,
Okay,
our
if I
mother
forged
is
the
dead.
name, if I forged the name, then I'm going back to jail.
Somebody forged it because my mom didn't do it. And guess what? I can do my mom's signature to a T. To a T. My 5-year-old daughter can sign my mom's
I
signature.
was
to a T.
incarcerated when it did it. How
Okay,
can I
so
do
I
it?
just have to ask
into
one
a
more-
visitor logbook.
So I
You
just have to
other
ask one more
visitors.
time. How do we think your name got on both of their birth certificates?
I have no clue because
He
when
had
they
to
come
sign
in,
something.
no, when they come into the prison, I'm in the visiting room. You don't even get to see your guests until they get in the visiting room. Whatever they sign in, I can't see that stuff. That's to the correction officers.
So the correction officer, you're blaming
the
it on the
correction
prison,
officers
gave it
did
to
it?
my
no,
mom
I'm not.
saying we were your kids.
I'm not
like,
blaming it. You're not listening.
Pack of cigarettes goes a long way in prison.
they
That's
do.
all I'm saying.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
But I'm trying to figure out what would he gain by doing
Yeah.
that? What does he gain?
Thank you. Let
That's what I'd
somebody.
like to know because he doesn't. He
Protection.
has no-
Attention.
Atten-
Attention.
He's a
What kind of
pathological
attention?
liar.
You're a pathological liar.
What kind of
Pathological
attention?
liars
What kind
like
of
attention.
Okay, what kind of attention?
From somebody that's not even yours. That's what.
It's time to get to the DNA truth. Debbie and Jamie, are you ready to find out for sure if Shane is your father or not? You ready? All right, Jamie, well, let's start with you first. Here's the truth of if Shane is your father. Jamie, when it comes to Shane, he is not your father.
I knew it.
She knows that.
That's okay with me. I'm
All right.
glad. I have no ties to
Debbie,
him.
are you ready now to learn if Shane is your father? What does it say?
Shane is not your father.
Been telling you.
So again,
I told you, Debbie. I told you.
Whoever my name is nothing but a bastard child.
That's
I
not true.
appreciate what
That's not
everybody
true.
did.
You are not a bastard child.
You're not a
Everything.
bastard child.
You stay out of my life now, because this is what I'm doing. I'm officially cutting you off.
That's fine.
That's the closest thing to a father we've ever had.
Wow.
There's two things that I do want to address really quickly. The first thing is I'm so sorry that you are feeling so much pain
All
because
over
you don't
again.
have. Yeah.
All over.
Because at the end of the day, I do see the pain that you're feeling of losing. You don't have to be embarrassed. And let me tell you why you don't need to be embarrassed. Because you were a child, you had nothing to do with this. And so you shouldn't take on the embarrassment of somebody. I know your mother did the best she could. You had a love for her. But unfortunately, you didn't get the answers while she was here.
Is there a possibility to do a familiar DNA on me and my sister to see
Make
if we
sure
have
we
the
have the
same
same mother
dad?
and father. That's
Yeah,
what she wants.
yeah. Let's figure that out. We can try that for you. Yeah, we can definitely try that out. We can definitely figure that out. We can get that for you. Because I'm sorry, and I see the pain, and I really do want to make sure that we're giving you some answers, some closure. Both of you. I mean, both of you need some love and support. I mean, you've had your Aunt Debbie, and I'm thankful that you were here to step up.
They've always had me.
Yeah, I know.
From day one.
I
I've
know.
always been there.
You've been a protector to him, but you know, I do want to help you. My second question though is, I don't understand clearly why there's so much hate for him.
Because he's a liar.
But I feel like the things
did
that
I
happened
lie?
before.
What did
I want to know how your name got on my birth certificate and my sister's birth certificate if you didn't do it. My mom
I was
would
in
not
the
have done it.
penitentiary.
Okay,
How
but
could
my
I have
mom-
done it?
How is my mom going to do it?
Like she said, a pack of cigarettes goes a long way. Are you serious?
Because when I got my birth certificate,
Anybody ever do time in prison?
my mom said she didn't know how it got there. She didn't sign it. She didn't sign anything. So how did it happen?
So I'm going to tell you this, and this is true from my own lived experience. Anyone who knows me knows that I found out later in life that I had a son when he was much older, when he was 10 years old, popped up on my doorstep. When I got his birth certificate, my name was already on it, and I can tell you I didn't sign it. And so I give you that piece of knowledge from my own personal experience to say there could be a truth in what he's saying that he didn't put in there.
My original birth certificate had X's where the father was.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Can I chime in just real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I love my sister with all my heart, always will.
Yeah.
I miss her every day. She did not have the sense to be able to do this on her own.
Got it.
So if she did sign this paper,
she didn't know
she did it under duress, and she did not know what she was signing.
Okay.
And yes,
And you believe that he's the one that did that?
I will believe that until the day that I die.
I want to know the same thing they want to know. How did I get on there?
I get it, because from your point of view, there's nothing to gain from being on there.
No, because it's illegal, and somebody's going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, you are.
Well, I think one of the things we won't know, because the one person, unfortunately, who might have that answer is not here. What we're going to do is we're going to end it here, because unfortunately the answers aren't going to come from this. I would like to support you, Debbie, and you, Jamie, in getting some answers about you two being sisters. I would like to support you all getting that. Maybe we can try to figure out a way to talk to the other man, to maybe one of our team members can help him to see, like, this could be good for him, there could be healing, because I do want you to figure out who you are. I want you to have answers.